Boudoir Studio. We are boudoir photographers. This is our main line of what we are doing now. There are so many different ways we've expanded. On that a little later. But our main thing that we are doing now at the Lovegodesss Studio, and there are two partner brands, the Lovegodesss Studio and Boiling Point Boudoir. They are partners that are working together under contract, okay?
Under one roof.
And under one roof. That's how we have the front studio, the community room at the Lovegodesss space, and then the back rooms for boudoir studios with Boiling Point Boudoir. And so we are inviting for you to step into having your own boudoir experience with us. We are inviting for you to experience that level of self-transformation that I keep talking about, that Carlene keep referring about, all these clients who have already gone through their own experience are literally coming out, and we like literally having our camera handy with all of them to record their testimonials because they keep sharing. And if you go to all of our accounts, whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, we are sharing client interviews who are telling us their stories. They're telling, hey, I decided to do a boudoir session because I've gone through a divorce. I decided and I needed that upliftment. I decided because I've had horrible relationship with my own body, and I needed that confidence boost to see myself beautiful for the first time. Lots of girls who are coming here are moms, so they are like either stay-at-home moms or just moms in general, busy working moms, and they coming here, and I was like, I never have time for myself. I want to give this experience for myself because I don't ever get to experience anything for myself, right? And this is not just, you know, a lot of women think, you know, like, oh, it's nice, go have boudoir session, see myself, beautiful, it's just pictures. Girls, we are fucking telling you it's not just pictures.
It's not.
It's not. It's the entire transformation.
And it's a life experience.
It is.
The last question we ask all of our girls before they leave is, would you have another session? And why do you think other women need to have sessions? And their answers are usually really similar. It's because you have to find yourself, because you deserve it, because you're going to feel amazing, you know, seeing yourself in a different light. You know, I've heard, you know, I tell you, I'm going to make you look amazing. You know, I'm going to make you look like,
and Carlene is one of the photographers. You can hire, like, you can have me to do, I do designer line sessions that are really high-end, creative, artistic style of sessions. I absolutely would love to do that. But Carlene or Heather would be your photographers to do this. And it's, you've seen her. She's a lot of fun. Would you want to hang out with her?
Yes, that's pretty much the whole session. We are laughing. We're having a good time. You know, it starts the minute you walk through that door, because our makeup artist knows who you are. They know what you want, what you don't want. They know how they want your hair. That's why we talk to you so many times. That's why we have so many conversations, because we want you to see that we are real. We are here and we want to know about you, because it's all about you.
It's about you.
I hope that's like that nudge that you need to just jump in, do it. Like, I know you've been wanting to do it. That's why you're here. So, and I know you wanted to learn a little bit more. That's why you're here. So do it. Do it for yourself.
Right.
Do that fun thing.
And so maybe, just maybe, and a lot of you women, like, because we've been doing this for 12 years, like, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're looking at this, oh, boudoir session is for someone else. But what if you finally had, just maybe you had an opportunity to see yourself beautiful for the first fucking time in your life, and that's your opportunity right now? Would you take it? Or would you not take it and sit and miss out that opportunity, and you didn't know if that was it, right? Maybe, just maybe, for the first time, you got an opportunity to feel worthy of your own self. Because lots of women are sitting there thinking, oh, you know, I'm not spending money on myself. Well, guess what? The universe will not respond. And good question. Why? Why not? You're spending money on your kids, the house, everybody. All of them. It's and like, what about you? Who's going to take care of you? Your husband's not going to take care of you. Your kids are not going to take care of you.
Now, hold on. Now, if you tell your husband, hey, I really, really want this, and maybe I'll let you see the pictures.
Only if he's got the money. Okay?
I'll let you pick out the lingerie. See, this is something, and by the way, ladies, we also do couples. We do couples boudoir photography, and it's not like, this is not for your OnlyFans, okay? We don't shoot OnlyFans.
That's not us. Go to another photographer down the street.
You're gonna go. That's where you go to backyard boudoir. Okay, but here we do tasteful couple shots, and they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, the hardest part is getting your husband on board, but once he gets here, he'll have a great time.
Yeah.
We give him a beer and he's good, and just start
No, we don't give him a beer. No.
We're not giving him a beer. No, he'll be laughing just like everybody else. It's a lot of fun here.
And what the reason why I said like only if he's got money, like this is like one of my point that I so strongly stand for. You don't need another person's approval to do something for yourself. Your husband should not be the one telling what you can or cannot do. This is literally what we stand for. This is literally why we are here. You're not asking, can I do this or can I live my life here? And can I no, fuck no. Like, just say it, claim it, go for it. No. You worthy. Yep. You deserve this. And now, okay, yes, if he is the only sole care of the family and you just have to ask for his permission, that's the only reason you ask him. Right. Do not ask him. Just say it. Just say it. I'm doing this. I'm worthy. I deserve this. Right. I am my own person. I love this. Right.
So that feeling that you're gonna get from your session. Yeah. He's not gonna be able to feel that, but you will. And you're gonna go home. Then he's gonna feel it. Yeah. If you get my drift.
Right. And for some women, so I cannot stress enough on the transformational aspect of boudoir photo session. It's not just pictures. It's literally a light at the end of a tunnel. Lots of women come here being depressed, and then they say, listen, this is the first time in so long I was able to see myself beautiful. I was able to step into my own femininity, my own power, my own confidence, right? Now, lots of women also are doubting themselves. And when they book a session, they go, oh, I don't know if I should proceed with this or if I should cancel. Or you're in the
I know,
corner.
I'm in the corner.
If I should cancel. And and they come here shaking.
Oh, they do.
And I don't know what the hell they're thinking in their head or what kind of picture they're creating. Are they thinking we're gonna be standing there with guns and or are they thinking we're gonna undress them and put through the wall? I don't understand what's there to be afraid of. But they would come in and they would be oh, I'm so shaky. I'm scared. Scared of what? And why is this to the point where they even considering canceling?
Because they're not comfortable in their bodies yet. They're scared to even show their bodies to anybody else. That is, but by the time you're done, I mean, it's okay. A little nip slip here and there. We'll just laugh it off because we have bodies. Yeah. Like I said, we have bodies.
But the main thing is about those women, when they do come, they go through the process. I literally sit with them in the back, in the front room afterwards, and they tell me, oh, I was doubting whether I should come in or not. And they're like, oh, this is absolutely not at all what I imagined that would be. This is so much, 10 times better. I didn't know what I was paying for before, but now I'll book another one and I'll pay 10 times more because I didn't know I was getting this. I didn't know I was getting the experience. I didn't know I was getting the love of 8 people that are buzzing and working around me. I didn't know that. And now I know. And now I'm going to go and tell the world and my friend and my best friend. I'm going to tell everyone because this is the best thing I did for myself in a very long time, a year. Some people some women telling me it's better than a wedding day. Yeah. How fucking awesome is that? And weddings are what, 30 grand at the least? We're not that expensive.
That is an amazing compliment to our team. We have an amazing team here. I mean, from the first phone call and email and text message, when we first see you on wherever you find us, to the minute you walk out the door. But we have, makeup artists. We have the photographers. Katya has set up all this lighting. She has done all this posing so that we can maximize just you. We want to maximize you. We want you to feel it, and you do when you come through here.
Yeah.
It is a magical, and just working here does that for you. It's because I feed off of all that great energy, and I go home in a great mood.
Yeah. And another thing about women, like they looking for a reason to do this. Like I see comments like, oh, I'm a single, I don't have him to give these pictures to. Girl, do this for yourself, right? You don't need another person. Like, to me, like I maybe I'm like too advanced, I don't know. Like, all these girls are looking for reasons to give something to their husband. To me, like, fuck husband, like it's for me.
I want to see my wife.
I love me. Like, I want this for me. I'm having so much fun doing this for me because it brings me up. And I don't need a husband to give pictures to. He looks at me every night. Like, he doesn't need my pictures.
But we're not going like me. No, this is love you. Yeah. That's why it's me, love myself, love everything about my body, and have that photo to be like, just remind you, every once in a while we need that reminder.
I want for you to have that goddess that you've come into during your boudoir session to be put above your headboard as a giant wall art, right? And then you wake up every morning and you go, holy fucking shit, this is me.
That woman
is a goddess, and she's looking at me every morning, and I am her. And I can, like, remember how I'm talking about identity shifting and embodying. When you are stepping into that identity that is looking at you from your wall, because you've already experienced, you know what she feels like, you are able. And that's why I'm such a huge proponent for wall art. Like, don't just take album, it's gonna like be on your bookshelf and you like forget about it. Get a freaking wall art and multiples of them to put above your bed, because that will remind you of who you are every single moment. You are goddess, you are confident, you don't need anyone's opinion, anyone's validation for what you should or should not be doing, because you make those decisions. So to the process, there is a session fee, the experience itself, and then products are separate. So I want to share with you how everything works and what it is that you're paying, and how does the process works after you clicked on that link and booked your session, and what happens when you did that. So when you, we will also double check that you scheduled your consultation if you just happen to not schedule it as well. But what will happen, you'll get connected to a team member that will truly ask you the question, what are you looking from your session? How are we creating sessions? What is it that you are trying to step into as far as your own inner love goddess, right? Who is she? Is she Marilyn Monroe? Is she the dark dominatrix? And after that consultation, we'll literally select a date for you. So you don't select the date just yet. We'll select the date for you with the team member who's taking your phone call. We have 3 girls, Julie, Crystal, and Madison, right now working on speaking with clients. And you'll select the date for your boudoir photo session. Then you'll schedule a second consultation that's going to be on Zoom. The first phone call is on the phone. Second consultation is on Zoom. And this is where we dive deep into planning your sessions. What clothing you have? What do you want to purchase? What do you want to bring? Can we use some of the things in our studio, which we have accessories, we have cover-ups. We do not provide intimates. That's too dirty. This guy, like, I don't understand who would want to do that. It's your intimates. You bring your intimates, but we have the cover-ups. We have wall of shoes. We have accessories, jewelry, all that stuff, right? So during your consultation that happens on Zoom, we'll go over all the ideas for you. We'll decide what outfits should be more flattering for your body type, just like we shared with you styling tips. The girl on the other end is professional. She knows what looks good. She'll guide you through the process. She'll help you style your photo session. So there is that help that's available. So if you don't know how to style, don't worry, because we have support on that end. And she's not part of the Zoom team, but
but
she will
help
help
you.
you. She will help you when you get here. So after that, we have another quick short consult. And by the way, during your Zoom consultation, we'll also go deeper into packages, which I will touch base in a second as well. After your first Zoom consultation, we have a quick touch point call, maybe like for 15 minutes, where we just like, did your items arrive on time? Do you need a backup plan? Things of that nature. And then after that, we are seeing you in our studio where the makeup artist meets you in the morning. You will literally walk into our, by the way, did I share with you? We have a retail space, not like someone's like other photographers. You would be going into someone's home. You would be photographing, like going through someone's kitchen to get to their studios, right? No. Let me share the most disgusting one. But and I'm sorry, girls who are just starting, because I was kind of that person starting out, but like we are so far from that now. You would be posing in someone else's bedroom, in their own freaking bedroom. They change sheets. They sleep there. They have sex there. Like, would you really? No, we have professional studio that is set up in a proper way. There are studio rooms that are set up properly. We are in a freaking retail space now. We no longer in a little, studio that we used to be. We are in this 5,000 square foot building.
Yep. Mission Barbecues.
Mission Barbecues right next door. So anyway,
they park in my spot. I don't like it.
Anyway, when you come in, the makeup artist pulls you in and does your makeup, and we would be already knowing like what you decided as far as your hair and makeup, because we have that during the consultation. And she does your makeup. We usually don't allow you to look in the mirror. And then your photographer comes in and she chats with you, and she like takes you back to this. By the way, this is our closet room. We look in the mirror, and that's where makeup reveal happens. And like we hear from women, oh my God, I can't believe I'm so beautiful. Oh my God, you did it just right. You didn't overdo my shadow. Yes. This is exactly what I wanted. Like I didn't like, and we hear that all the time.
And I want you to know that we have some of the best makeup artists. Like the best. We hear wonderful compliments all the time. And I'm sure with that, we don't relay them enough to you ladies, but oh my gosh. So I've had almost every single client of mine that has darker skin tone just rave about the fact that we were able to match it. It all looked the same. Everything looks good. You don't look overdone. It looks amazing.
Yeah. And then after the makeup reveal, she goes into your outfits. She helps you style them. Yeah. You girls talk. She takes you to the studio, lets you change. When you're finished, she comes in. She tells you, all right, girl, this is the tricks that we're going to be using. Yeah. This is how we're going to hold the arms. This is what we're going to do with our mouth. This is what we're going to do with our chin. These are the posing techniques. Then she literally jumps into the first pose, shows you, hey, lay like this. Arch your ass like this. Like she shows you everything, and all you need to do is to repeat, and she like fix your arm and fix your leg, and like you don't need to do anything. We're literally like we're treating every client as like from zero. They don't know how to pose. They don't know how to be sexy.
And if you think that because like maybe you have some limitations, like maybe your elbow or your shoulder or your hip, something, it's okay. We can work around that. So we can work around anything. So don't think that any pain is going to limit us from doing this, because we're going to make sure you're comfortable as well.
Right. And so, and then they go into posing flow, and we go through a set of poses where you're looking absolutely gorgeous. And then another thing that other studios don't do, we go right into viewing where you get to see your images the same day. We take you to the viewing room, and we give you this beautiful slideshow of all of your images, and you go, oh, really? Like, this is me?
You're forgetting the most important part.
What?
So after your session, because you're hangry, you're tired, you're thirsty, we have snacks. All right, we've got salties, we've got sweet, we got water, we've got snacks, because nobody likes a hangry goddess.
Yeah. And we're right next to Mission Barbecue.
I mean, that too. But we have chocolate. Come to the dark side. We have chocolate.
We've been doing all that work to starve ourselves, and now time to feast.
But you get to pick your photos. We're not picking your photos for you.
We help you.
You pick your photos.
Yeah, you pick your photos.
And if you are having a little bit of trouble, then we'll all pile in and we'll make it a party, and like we'll help you pick your photos. But this is something that you get to pick, and
Yeah.
it's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It is hard because they all look really good.
They all look good.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. After the viewing, so we have about a month for all the products to be, all of your images that you selected to be retouched. We have a separate retouching team. Keep in mind, that's what separates like all other boudoir photographers. Like I keep hearing from like these other people who never been or worked with us, and it's like, oh, I'll go to Mary Smith down the street. What you don't understand is that Mary Smith photographs out of her bedroom is a one-person show, and she might have a lot of clients that she's dealing, so she slips here and doesn't deliver on like the deadlines, and then you're wondering. I've heard horror stories of clients not receiving their albums that they paid $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for, and Mary Smith is nowhere to be found. And then I heard horror stories of girls going to these male photographers, and they pose them in a really provocative way, very objectifying experience for them. So it's not at all uplifting. In fact, they lose their confidence going through this kind of experience versus gaining that confidence. What you don't understand is that every boudoir photographer is not the same, and the experience is absolutely not the same. And the key thing about us is that we allocate to a professional each piece and a detail of a process. That is why we have 8 people working on your photo session, because we have a professional who's doing your makeup. We have a professional who is photographing you. We have a professional who is retouching your photos. We have a professional who is helping you style on Zoom consultation. And all of these people that are, when I'm not even mentioning like our support team, admin team, who is helping you with communication, stay on top of everything, take your payments, make sure that we all set up, that like payment plan is all good. You know what I mean? So we have a team for every, like, it's the process is smooth. I was gonna say that like you receive your products a month from your photo session. They go into professional retouching. They are being fully handled by the team, and then what we do is simply ship it to your home. So you'll find them on your doorstep. You don't need to come here. Super easy. Everyone loves it. So the session fee covers all of that, the experience. See how many details that go into this? This is what session fee covers. Now your images are separate, and your images start at $1,050, right? That's just the start. So you can decide if this is the level that you want to invest in, that's what it's going to be. But some clients invest, we have, 3 image packages, 6 image packages, 10, 20, 30, 50. I mean, and there's wall art. So like there's so many options that's just too much information to go into this right now. Or like even when clients like message us and ask, well, how much does it cost? Well, there's so many variables about this. Like, why don't we jump on a phone call, right? So all of that we discussed during our Zoom consultations. But to kind of give you an average range, our minimum package is $1,000. On average, women would spend about $2,500 on their images, and then we have clients who spend $5,000 and $6,000, and then you have very exclusive clients with at $10,000 price range. So it's all over the place. There is no like how much does it cost. It's like it could be here, or it could be here, it could be here. I do know that you get a lot more of your images at the viewing, so prepare to add more images at the end. So anyway, what have I not covered yet?
I think you got it. You went from the beginning all the way to the end.
Yeah, we touch on photo progress. And the biggest part too is that we are a wholesome journey. We don't just do pictures. It's your confidence boosting experience. You're stepping into your own woman. So one of the questions that I'm being asked is, am I too old to do this? And lots of women don't understand that feminine beauty is timeless. And I just watched a TV show where a woman who is in her 70s dating young guy, and it's a king for a young guy. He's like literally like 19. And it's a kink for a young guy to date the 75-year-old. I'm not telling you in regards to, oh, you should go and like date young guys at 75. I'm telling you the perspective. You believe you're too old, and it's only true when you believe. And this woman that I just watched a TV show on believes she's a fucking hot. Yeah. And she allows herself, and she's worthy of dating the 19-year-old, and she thinks it's awesome. And she like takes him to bed, however crazy that might sound, right? And it's a kink. So it doesn't matter how old you are. Feminine beauty is timeless. Yeah. And there is always a consumer for any body shape, any body type, any beauty type, because feminine beauty is timeless. And everyone's going to appreciate, because it's inner beauty. It's not the outer beauty. It's the inner beauty. If you have the inner beauty, it's timeless. So am I too old to do a boudoir session? No. You're only old if you think so.
My oldest client so far has been 67, but we've had upwards of
75.
Yeah,
75, and she was still having hot sex with her husband, who was still with her, and she loved every bit of her experience.
Those women are actually probably the most fun,
right? Like, that's what I want to be with.
They have no concern there about that. They're like, yeah, I still have sex, and yeah, I look good. Yeah. And you know what? I did this because I wanted to feel good about myself, but I knew I looked good anyway.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of women we love. Absolutely love them. Yeah. They're dirty old women like us.
And then I get women who are like, all right, like all sounds good and wonderful, but I'm too fat. I need to lose the weight. Give me like a few months. Like, girl, you'll never be in the studio ever. Do it now or do it never. Not only we would not want you here in 6 months, because you know that all of that is excuse to not do it. And you're going to continue on that path of excuses to not do this for yourself. Why would we? Like, we want committed women. We want women who are like, I'm in it. I'm ready to embrace my inner confidence. I am ready to step into my inner goddess, right? So those are the kind of women that we want. So no, you will not lose that weight in 6 months. No, you will not come to the studio in 6 months. And we keep hearing this over and over and over. Another like objection that I keep hearing, like, oh, let me talk to my husband. Why you need to talk to your husband, right? Like, and that one is usually they like women use that when they're like just like no, they're not gonna do it, and they want wrap up the conversation, and we already know they're full of shit. Right. So don't ever use that on us. We already know you're full of shit.
We said we'd be real.
We'll be real with you. Like, we're real girls.
Also,
here.
A lot of women, their moms can't get time off, can't get sitters, things like that. We all take time off for the doctor. There are sitters.
Yes.
And actually, I want to point out, if you're coming from far away, like, oh, I live too far away. We have women coming from DC that make a weekend of it. And if you want to do something like that, we're happy to help, because we have lists for places to go, places to eat. And I love to talk about food, so I'll probably tell you all the best places to eat anyway.
Yeah.
I might even invite myself, but that's different.
Yeah. Another one we hear a lot, oh, I can't afford this right now. I mean, feeding your family is more important, so I get it. But is it really true? You cannot afford this, and like to the point where like you're surviving, then we wouldn't want you here. Why would you spend money here when your family is struggling? Like, true, I'll support it. Go feed your family. Right? Come here when you have that extra money, that tax return that came back. I had waitresses taking on a second waitressing job, and from her tips, like saving up, they would literally, you would question, are you a stripper or something? They would literally come with a stack of cash here. It was like, no, I've been saving my tips for this because I've been wanting to do this. And the best part, we have payment plans. So if you know that you need longer time, while we do need it to approve a longer time, we have options. We will set you up on a payment plan for you to do this if you're truly committed, truly serious, and most importantly, coming from that place of, I'm ready to change my life. Because ultimately, this is why we're here. We're changing lives of women every single day. We don't just like come in, clock out. Those people, like, first of all, I don't hire them, and second of all, if they're hired and we find that out, they were like out of here in no time. We are here on passion for what it is that we are doing. We are here to change other women's lives. That is literally what we are breathing about every single day. So if that is the energy that you're bringing, by the way, no bitches allowed. If we have a bitch client, we fire them. We don't want that energy here. No, this is true.
We will not
tolerate. We will not tolerate for the right reasons. No, we don't. I will protect my team. My team here is much more important than a client with her like money. I do not care for that. My team, my mental health of my team, my spirit, my like the work environment that we are creating here, that we are producing here, is so much more important than some kind of money that like I can receive from another client who is coming here with the right attitude, with the right reasons, with the right energy, that's gonna not only just like get a transformation, but uplift everyone in the end while doing this. Right. Absolutely. So anyway, we are wrapping up. Thank you so much for tuning in.